Well, good morning. Welcome to another ministry video. I love doing these. This ministry that I'm about to introduce to you is probably about as close to the heartbeat of Jesus in the Bible as you can get. Super excited about introducing this to you guys. This is a ministry dealing. Well, I'll just let her share this. This is Kathy Turner. She is over a ministry in our church. So why don't you go ahead and tell them the name?
Well, the name of it is Forget-Me-Not Ministry.
Forget-Me-not Ministry.
Mhm.
So I love the name, and obviously you're probably out there going, okay, Forget-Me-not. I can kind of see maybe where that's going, but why don't you share a little bit about what the vision of Forget-Me-nots is?
Well, I think the vision, a lot of it is in the name itself, because when I was a little girl, I was raised in the North, and my mom would take me out in the right season, and we'd pick these beautiful blue wildflowers, and they were called Forget-Me-Nots, and we would take them. We'd take them to Grandma, or we'd take it to Mrs. Booth, our next door neighbor, who was a widow lady, or we'd take them to just somebody who just needed a little touch of hope and love in their life. And I feel like that's the heartbeat of this ministry, is just to serve the underserved, love on people who just need hope and encouragement, and someone to come alongside of them who might otherwise be forgotten.
Yeah, and so I mean, really, when you look at the Bible, the widows, the orphans, the downcast, those that people group that is so easy to overlook is really what this ministry drives straight into. It kind of birthed out of our nursing home ministry, where we were going to the nursing home once a month, and we began to have a conversation about the bigger picture of, man, that's just one small piece of this larger puzzle that God has us in the forgotten, the underserved communities. So why don't you share a little bit about what you guys do now? Some of the things you do.
Well, even in the nursing home ministry, that's just blossomed. And now we have, on the third Sunday of the month, we have a couple coming in to do a service with the residents. On our birthday bash day, we pray over them now. We have a hymn sing. A lot of us are doing bingo with the people, but just building relationship where they know our name, we know their name, and just being able to pray with them, bring them gifts, and just love on them. And what's really cool is that the nursing home people are partnering with us to work with shut-ins. So the people in the residence there are actually doing things for the shut-ins. So it's like a double great thing.
So it's already, it evolved from day one.
Yes.
This is what I love to see what God's doing in our ministries. He takes someone with a passion and he just blossoms it. I know I've sat with you here recently on some new things. So why don't you, I know there's two new specific things coming at us that I'm super excited about. Why don't you share a little bit about those two new things?
Well, one thing that we're hoping, and it's just the beginning stages, kind of birthing it, is a single mom ministry. And we really, we just want to reach out to those moms, whether they need some advice on finances, whether they just need encouragement or how to do this on their own, and just to encourage and love them and give them hope. And so that's just in the beginning stages. And like you said, the shut-in ministry is relatively new. And then one other one that's really exciting.
Yeah, I see you have someone with us. So
Yeah, this is Laura Grimes, and she is going to tell you about the Widows Outreach.
Awesome.
Being a widow myself, I just have a passion to come alongside the other ladies and just let them know there's hope during this very difficult season in our life. Just to walk this out, encourage them, come alongside, and just share that same time in their lives. Nothing is more powerful than when you're in a room full of widows and you don't even have to say a word, but you identify with that same loss, and there's just a strength and encouragement in doing that. And that's what we want to do here at LifeSource. We just want to come alongside and help them through this really difficult time.
Awesome. Well, I'm really excited. Part of that ministry, we got to sit down with them this week and talk about, is where there's going to be a grief wing of that. There's also going to be the widow's arm of that. This ministry is blowing up. I know you're probably sitting out there thinking, man, I don't really love nursing homes. It's so much bigger than that. One of the things that I was made aware of this last week, and it was a God moment where he just put it on us with this ministry and how it's growing, is it can be as simple, if you're out there in this audience and you're willing to be the hands and feet of Jesus, it's as simple as sometimes these ladies, the widows specifically, they've had someone in their life that's done things for them and they don't know how to do it. Maybe as simple as putting the weed eater line on a weed eater, that they don't know how to do that.
That's right.
And they've always had someone in their life. So there is a huge opportunity in this ministry. If you're out there and you want to be a part of serving people who get overlooked, be it the widows, the single mothers, the orphans, or the people who just can't do it for themselves anymore. It's not just about old people. It's about people who don't get the attention that they deserve, that just get overlooked. This is a ministry for you. After church today, go to the meeting place in the lobby, and I promise you there is a long list. Don't just go, oh, well, I don't want to go to the nursing home, so it's not my cup of tea. I promise you it's much, 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 much more than that. You don't want to miss out on this ministry. So please, after church today, go check it out.